So here we have the long-awaited Midge 210. So this is a normal Midge 180 here, just for a comparison. So we can see here that, you know, it's got exactly the same geometry as the 180. Key design changes really is I've pushed the nose out quite a bit, so give us a good bit more room to play with there. And the fundamental design change is the rear PDB is gone. So these PDBs have came on the market since we designed the last one, so we're going to use the center mounted PDB in the stack with the dual becks. Keeps it cleaner, gives us a bit more space at the back for VTXs, etc. So this is the 210 RS, we're calling it. It's a 3mm machine. It's also going to be released in a 4mm plate. So, you know, if you're racing and you need less weight, then you can use the 3mm, and if, you know, you're thrashing it about then and you need the 4, then that's your choice. So we're running this on 30mm standoffs to give you a bit more space, and also this frame is designed around the Connex system, so it's going to take basically both. If you're running Connex, then you can see here that there is absolutely no more space. So if you've not got Connex, you can go 25. If you have, you need to go on the 30s. So it's got the mounts there at the back for a Connex antenna, and it's got the 4 mounts on the top plate to hold the module nice and safe under there. So one of the other key changes that we've made, which is from the customer feedback, was the top plate, or the cam plate. You can see here how we've evolved it, made it stronger and thicker from the very first design up to the last design on 2mm. But on the 210 we've just went all out. It's 3mm, it's super thick, and no one is going to break that anymore. And you can also see, you know, it's much longer. So one of the other design changes is at the back. We always had a bit sort of snappy here at the back. So 2 new standoffs at the back. So that's resolved quite a lot of the issues. So this is going to feed straight through and into your PDB, and then up and round your battery, so it stops any possibility of your battery getting chopped, your battery lead. So that's similar to how the Vortex Pro works. You know, the lead comes out the front. So ESC slots, people ask why we offset them. The reason is, if you've got little bees, they go there. If you're running kisses or any other sort of larger ESCs, then they go on the other side. So that's why we've offset that. So at the front you can fit your Connex cam in, no probs, and now we've got unlimited tilt. You know, if you're hardcore enough, you can fly it straight up and down. These 2 slots on the top are going to be for our new designed GoPro plate. So there'll be two side carbon fibre side panels with 2 standoffs to hold that. That's going to give you, you know, 45 lean and keep out the way of your FPV cam. Obviously this one takes the Connex. There's a hole in here for the Connex leads, and it also takes, you know, your standard antenna, so it's going to do both. And then same at the front, you know, it's going to fit an HS1177. So that's the main differences. We've got one here that we built earlier, Blue Peter style. So you can see here how well the battery strap, it goes in, it's locked now. Before we only had these little tabs, so we've pushed that back so your battery is never coming out. Tie your lead in, strap it in, and you know your battery lead is super tight and not coming out. This has got the HS1177 in it, as you can see. You can tilt it as far as you want now. We're using 10mm standoff steel up here because this one's got the rubber ones which are good. If you use plastic ones there, they can shear if you've got a GoPro on it. So it'll be supplied with either steel standoffs at the top or these inertic rubber ones, which are pretty tough as well. You can see as well we've got the 210 embossed into it, so the 180 is going to have that as well, but that's another conversation. So inside we've got the PDB in the stack with the power lead coming up the front. We've got the KISS flight controllers in this, and HS1177. Now we're running these DYS motors now. You know, they come with the lands, so you know you can just get that nice and neat, and you don't end up with wires getting chopped further and further. As you can see on this one, it's got the KISS 24 amp ESCs. So opposite to this, if you're running little bees, you know, run them on the front. If you're running the KISSes, you run them at the back. So that's pretty much covered that. So it's going to be released in the next couple of weeks. We'll have some up at the Scottish finals up in Barry Bud in Perth at the 27th and the 28th. So make sure you got your little servo lead there for your transponder at the back and access to your VTX. Unless you're running Connex, obviously, then you don't have to worry about this analog crap, and you can just switch on, go fly.